For Clay County, I'm Art Hamry, and I'll let the rest of them introduce themselves today.
Randy Swanson, Supervisor. Barry Anderson.
And Basquiat. For Eagle-Eye.
And then who do you have on your end?
Yeah, please.
Jerry Helmers and Mike Schulte, Keith Braun, the engineer, and their county attorney, Nolan, and then Ed is on the phone. Ed Jones is on the phone. And myself, the auditor, Rochelle Van Tilburg.
Cool. Very good.
And Rochelle Jason's just getting on right now.
Okay.
Very good. And then we have our county attorney, Channing Bird, on with us as well.
So when we take care of our business, we're gonna take care of their business.
Yeah.
Go back.
Okay, so we're gonna do it first.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we do the pledge? Yep, if we can.
You want me to pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I understand it.
Thank you for everybody for joining us today. I'm going to move on. I would like a motion in a second to the special board meeting, August 7th, 2024.
So moved. I'll second.
Barry and Randy, thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, we're going to proceed here. Barry, I'm going to let you step
If you will, please, so we can have discussion. I'm going to make a motion on that, discuss and approve memorandum agreement.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay, thanks, Courtney. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Yeah, we'll discuss it first.
Yeah, we like.
So I'll give just kind of a little background. Our engineer, William Ravenberg, is moving on to the Minnesota DOT, which in our world would be the same as our Service Bureau down at ISAC. So a great opportunity for him. We will miss William. He's done a great job for Clay County. But, so now we're in the search. We've got an ad on the Service Bureau and several other places. And so we're just working through that process. But my county has a couple of big lettings that are coming up. We have a letting for the race grant, which is a multi-county action that's going to take place here shortly. That one will have to get let here, I believe that's next month, I believe. And then our big concrete job is next summer, and that is scheduled for a letting in January. So to give Osceola an idea of where we're at, and I think you're all pretty much up to date, but we are looking at having an agreement with Dan Ecker, the retired engineer from Dickinson County, through the end of the year. He is willing to step in and kind of help us run things, but per DOT's rules and language, he is not qualified to let projects. They know Dan, they're comfortable with Dan, so they are going to let him let the raise grant, but they want Clay County to have the 20AD sharing agreement with another county as to kind of fit their wording as far as what they are comfortable with. So that's where we're at. So I guess I'll open it up to any questions, Art, that anybody has.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where we're at. Yeah. And Channing, you can chime in anything that we need to add to that.
This is shared.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah. And that memorandum of agreement you have, don't you, up in Osceola County? That was forwarded.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Very good.
Say, Barry,
Did you have anything?
Barry, this is Mike. The only thing I want to question, it says if the engineer takes vacation or sick leave, that it gets split. I think holiday pay should be in on that too.
think the most recent version.
Although,
I don't
if
think
I can real quick,
I don't think they have it.
this is not,
The board
we're
has
not
it.
signing 28E today.
I made a copy of it
It's just
today.
there to be similar form to that. So that is all still up for negotiation, so we're not tied to the terms of that 28E.
Vacation
It
and
is just there
sickness.
As
to
well
give
as
Iowa
holiday.
DOT
Oh.
the ability to check the box and say that we're working on one, if that helps any.
Yeah, and that was my understanding too. I apologize if there's any misunderstanding, but I just wanted to get us a draft 2080 for today. It's fine if you guys don't want to approve an agreement today, and just get the memorandum of understanding taken care of.
Yeah, if we could, that will make, well, actually, the letting for the race grant, I believe, is next week. I said September, but it's next week. So if we could do this memorandum of understanding, Nikki at the DOT said that would be fine for right now, and then we could work through the 2080, correct, Shannon?
Yes, we just have to have the 28E agreed to for January 1, 2025. It's just there to give them an idea today.
Right.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions on the memorandum of the agreement? If not, I'd take a motion.
This is Mike. I'd make the motion.
We'll let you handle it on your end. We have a motion on our end already. So you guys go ahead and handle that on your end.
Okay.
Support.
I get support from Jerry.
Yes, you did.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Go ahead and handle
Okay, we'll do the same here then. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All those opposed, motion carried. Thank you.
Very good. Just one last thank you. I appreciate it. I was glad we could help Osceola County out, and I am sure glad that, and want to pass along Clay County's thank you for helping us out during this time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Very good. Well, everybody, thank you for hopping on, and have a good day.
You too.
You bet. Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bye.
They really just need your title, is that?
They need my signature.
Yeah.
So originally, we did think that Dan was gonna be doing most of the day-to-day for them, and I would just need to kind of come in, consult with Dan a little bit, feel comfortable and sign things. But when I spoke with Dan says they haven't talked to him in weeks, and he thought that the deal was dead.
Oh.
So I was under the impression that it was more of a traditional half and half sharing thing, and that's why Nolan and I kind of took the old agreement and, revised it. If they truly are just looking for me to kind of assist Dan to sign things, then it can't get much simpler and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
And my understanding was even with Keith's on this, so we just figured we'd take the initiative and put something together.
this was the first I heard this morning that Dan's still in the mix. When I talked to Dan
Well,
yesterday.
I saw your face and I went, no.
When I talked with Dan yesterday, Dan's like, they were talking to me forever. They said they were looking at something else, so I assumed we were the something else.
Oh.
Yeah, what I just kind of figured is that Dan dropped his PE, that he couldn't do it.
No, he's still licensed. I checked. He's still good. I think what it is the DOT wants an appointed engineer, an official appointed engineer of a county to sign off on this stuff. I think is what they're looking for.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You
so
must
we'll-
first dial a
so
1
The
or
short
0.
run is we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And the long term, and we may end up with their style of agreement or a traditional one.
Who are you trying to call?
I'm trying to get Jason.
Because
You're
if I
shy
don't have
time.
to, do their audit and their budgets and run their staff, then it's a lot easier.
That's, yeah. Absolutely. This is bad.
Yeah, then it is truly just a matter of kind of a billing rate, I think, as opposed to You see what?
Okay, I have a question for you though. So, hey Jason, so then we approved this agenda, but then, you know, we have more to discuss. So should we approve our agenda again and then the minutes? Or how?
Well, I think you can leave the agenda as it is.
Okay,
And then the next time when you approve the minutes at the next meeting, those minutes should reflect the action the board took and the action the board declined to take at this time. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
yep, so then we don't have to approve the agenda again, we just gotta approve the minutes in from July.
I don't think you need to reapprove a different
Okay.
agenda.
Okay,
Especially because, think about it this way, the meeting's already started with the agenda that
Right.
you noticed the public up for.
right, so the agenda then will be with their motion from Clay County then.
I think that's
Okay.
in the interest of completeness,
Okay.
probably wise.
Okay, all right. So then, did you hear that, Ed? And I just need somebody to approve the 23rd or July 23rd minutes, and then we can move on.
Okay, anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Ed, can I tell you what the deal is with the EMS thing?
Yeah.
Or EMT, I should say. We've got 4 and maybe 5 people that want to take the course. And if we have 6 people signed up, then they'll do the course here in Sibley. So what I kind of wanted is the county just to pick up the 1 or maybe 2 that, so we can have the course here in Sibley and make it a lot easier for everybody. Because it'd be
Where's
worth,
the course at otherwise?
what?
Where's the course at otherwise?
It would be canceled.
Do you got a definite, how many?
A definite 4 right now.
Okay.
I
And
do-
How many do we need?
We need
6.
6. The cost of the course is $1,975 a person. Get back in your chair. So it'd be for us, right now, we have 4. And 3 of them are from Sibley. Or, you know, like one's Ashton and 2's from Sibley. And then there's a girl from Little Rock that is also signed up. So she is the 4th.
Thought those might be 5.
Well, if I have a couple of deputies that are interested in doing this, but how are you feeling about that?
That's fine. If we can get help. To me, it'd be worth $4,000 just to get 4 people on the EMS on the roster. And that's why I wanted to bring it up to everybody, so to spend basically the $4,000.
When's the class?
Middle to end of this month?
It's the 21st of August. These are the 3 that we have applications for right now. So I do have like my grant that came out this year for my Service Area 3 grant, and I can turn in enough for I think it's 7,000. I just wrote that down. Like I'll have like about $7,000 in grant dollars that I can use for education. However, I can't use it for a no-name.
Yeah.
But I can turn that in as soon as they complete it. You probably won't get the money back in until like the end of June, like kind of what we did this year. We got a little bit of it, and then the bulk of it came the end of June.
When do they gotta know by?
The what?
When do they have to know, when do we have to schedule this by?
Well, you know, they're trying to sign them up now. I mean, obviously, if you're gonna cancel the class, you wanna do it before the 21st of August. So I would hope that we would have a solid answer to give Kevin you know, at least by, what would you think? I mean, the 12th or the 13th,
I'd say as
or I
quick,
don't know.
I'd say as quick as possible.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, we're not saying that we don't, I mean, we're saying if in the event we don't have 6 people, is it okay if our board pays for those empty seat?
Did you reach out?
And if I could get the deputies, that would be great. But if the question came up for them to get paid while if they respond to a call during when they're on duty, how do you guys feel about that?
That would be their sheriff's wage, not EMT,
Okay. All right.
in my opinion.
Jerry, how you feel about that?
Probably the same way, 'cause, yeah.
Ed?
I'm fine with whatever, I guess.
Did you ever reach out to this guy? And will they cut us a break? I mean, will they, but is it a hard 6 people
Yeah,
or?
it's a pretty hard 6 people. Of course, when I reached out and asked him, you know, if we don't have 6 people signed up, could we, you know, is it a possibility to pay for an empty seat? And he goes, oh, absolutely, yeah.
So that's what I was thinking, if we could pay for the 1 or 2 empty seats and then have the class.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big chunk of money. No, it's
Well, about
$11,000
It's
for 6 seats. But, I mean, we wouldn't have to pay.
But I just think it'd be worth it to get some people in the ambulances.
So we're technically paying for no one to go through, just so the class gets filled. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, that is true, Jason. We'd be paying $19.75 for a seat with no name, which I cannot turn that into my grant dollars.
2 seats.
We're looking at only 2 seats.
Yeah, but $19.75 a piece.
Right.
So we're looking at $4,000.
$4,000, yeah.
But if that one from
And
Little
if the
Rock,
class doesn't get held here, I didn't hear where is it? If they sign up and it doesn't get done locally, where is it that they would be going?
Then the class gets canceled.
Could they pick it up somewhere else?
They probably could, but then they would, the Tuesday, Saturday, because those are the days that they would have to meet. And that's what made it here in Sibley, was they would have to meet on a Tuesday and a Saturday here in Sibley. But the last time the class where we had somebody signed up, they drove all the way to Rock Valley for the class. And that's a whole day over in Rock Valley, or a whole Saturday.
that's why I think if we could have it here and just pay the $4,000, it'd be a lot easier and a lot nicer for the people involved.
Is there room to fit that in the EMS levy? I think this sounds like what people thought they were voting in support of in many cases.
No, and Jason, we do have adequate funds. I do believe we have probably between $10,000 to $12,000 in that levy line item also. But we also need to use some of that funds to get the 22 people that we already have on, to get them through so they can be recertified also, which is probably around $150 to $300 a person, depending on how many hours of credit they need. So I need to make sure that I have enough money. That's what I'm at, where I'm at. I mean, I know I have 7,000 right now that I can use, plus my 12 or 10. That's 10 or 12.
Were there any surrounding EMT crews that would be interested in taking that class?
So surrounding what?
What was that?
Was there any surrounding ambulance crews that would be interested in anybody taking that? Or
Little Rock has Little Rock has one person signed up for the Sibley, site.
And for Ashton too, wasn't there?
Yeah, and then Ashton has one signed up. And then there's 2 girls here in Sibley.
I'm for it, but I think you should take it out of
The levy.
the levy. That's my opinion.
Then if she comes short,
And
then come
just
talk
keep
to us.
the 7,000 to
It won't
keep-
cost you $7. What'd you say, $150
Yeah,
a person?
probably
Depending on
around
the
about
hour.
150
Well, that's
or something.
$3,300.
Depending on the hours they need.
22 people.
Well, $150.
Well, I mean, we'll make it work. We will make it work.
And if you,
You guys' thoughts where that money should come from? Or if we should do it?
Whatever, we can take it out of that tax money.
I think we should do it myself. Or see if she comes up short and then maybe
Yeah.
helping.
Does anybody want to make a motion?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll make that motion that we
Take it out of the tax.
take it out of the tax dollars, and if she runs short, then come talk to us.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
I'll abstain on that. There is no discussion again.
Abstain on what now?
There was no discussion on the motion.
I thought that's what they were doing before Mike made the motion.
And Robert's Rules of Order, you have a motion and then you have discussion. But there were a few different things talked about before the motion, so I would have talked through the motion. But
Oh,
So are you for it? Or?
I think it's a good idea to do it. I think there's room that we need to make sure if a person fills the slot that may be empty for now, that they still need to pay and the county gets reimbursed for what they do put into it, but
Okay, the motion hasn't been hammered down yet. Do you have anything else you want to add?
you took a vote.
Yeah, and you can either vote yes or no. You can't abstain unless you got a conflict of interest.
You can abstain whenever you choose to. If you have a conflict of interest, you have to abstain and cite the conflict.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, so cite your reason for abstention. Make sure it makes it in the minutes.
But anyway,
You don't have a conflict.
So is it yes or no?
take the abstain and
I am not voting. I'm abstaining on the vote.
For what reason?
I just told you there was no discussion on the motion after the motion was presented.
Well, guys, I tell you what, I have another meeting in Sheldon in about 10 minutes, so I better get going. Okay, I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Support that.
Okay, all in favor? Oh, I guess that's not up to me, is it?